Hello and welcome. A quick spell on the screen of what you might need for today's video. I'm building the F-14 TOMCAT from Revell in 1 to 100 scale. So, start off by cut some parts off the sprue. This is for the cockpit, paint it up in number 9 andesite grey, and to get some details picked out there on the seats and in the cockpit tub. While doing that, also going to paint the interior of the engine, the afterburner nacelles, and the interior of the cockpit walls, so with that same andesite grey. Move on to mixing up a custom green colour for the seats. Just go on the cushions, and this will be a sort of darkish brown green. I'll paint onto the cushions of the seats, and a few of the minor details as well. I think we'll get this colour picked out. So now I'll move on to painting in a grey the cockpit tub, and then I'll work on getting it all glued together. So I was going to use some of that liquid gravity, but because it's on a stand, I'm just going to put it on there instead. So now I'll test fit the fuselage halves. I can glue them together, make sure they're all set, and then glue on that little piece at the bottom. Move on to the wings here, cut them all off the sprue. Look at the wings, they've got those gears, which I'll see in a second. When I fit them all, it's going to take me a second to figure out which way they fit round, but they fit together, they move in unison. Glue the top half of the wings on, and that's the main section of the fuselage done. I'm just going to finish up with some Tamiya extra thin. Glue the engine intakes on, and then add the cockpit to the front. We want some of the minor details as well. I'm moving on to the weapons. I'm going to pick out some bits in metal, and we're also going to pick out the weapons in their greys with black and white detailing on the nose and the fins. Very quick process here, not much time put into this. Just picking out the tips of the weapons now in matte black. I think it's satin black actually. Then I'll move on to masking off the cockpit canopy. So I'm using a toothpick there just to smooth it down around the edges, and then I'll go along with a sharp blade and cut off all the excess. Start mixing up I just put a grey down as a quick base coat just to sort of prime it, get ready for the next few layers of paint. And this coat will also be the base layer from the underside of the aircraft. At this point I skipped over to once the aircraft was finished, so all my footage got corrupted for the painting section. Moving on to decals here, get a few of them placed on, a few of the minor stencils as well. And then at this point the aircraft's almost finished. I'll just work on these last few details, putting it together, put on the weapons and the engine intake, the engine nacelles on the back, the afterburners. I'm choosing some cheap poly cement here for this, and then some extra thin for the small details like the canopy.